listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, King Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for Wilfred. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Wilfred news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AFTERBUZZ TV for Wilfred.
Hello there, Internet, podcasters, and whoever else may be listening. This is Wilfred, and it's a double dose of Wilfred this week. 2 for the price of 1.
Perfect.
We have compassion and isolation. So
Like
I'm
the song.
guessing
Wow.
that's why we're listening to the Chipmunks sing
That
I'm
is
So
exactly-
Lonely.
It's Akon, by the way.
Oh, well.
But yes, it's a song
Same
about
shit.
compassion and being lonely.
Very good choice.
I
I wasn't
thought-
on board right away.
I thought all of Akon's songs were about making love to various strippers.
Well, that too, but that involves compassion
Yeah.
and isolation.
I agree.
That's true.
And I mean, it seems like this song is pretty quickly getting to the stripper part.
Yeah.
Which leads to
Something about the
isolation.
middle of the night and the so we're
I love
we're
songs
right
that
on
tell
our way.
stories while talking. It's great.
I like songs that do that too.
Yeah.
I like stories,
And
but
by
I
the
like.
way, guys, you're joined by Mike Roth on the line.
That's right,
Hey,
Mike.
Mikey boy.
Hey, Mike.
Hello,
How
sir.
you guys doing?
I am doing fantastic. I just had a double dose of Wilfred, so I'm doing just fine.
I missed you guys last week.
We missed you as well,
did.
sir. But you were flying. Is that right?
Flying and then driving, so it was a double dose of traveling, if you want to say
I
that
gotcha.
much.
I got a double dose of almost being pulled over at an immigration checkpoint in San Diego. Yeah, they take that shit real seriously in Orange County.
Yeah.
So you were isolated as well. Isolated in your car, and everyone was isolated. It all ties in this week.
But the cops
Exactly.
took compassion on you and let you go through.
They did because they knew I couldn't fit that many illegal laborers in my Mini Cooper.
Speaking of compassion and isolation,
Are
if you
you-
want to feel more empathetic,
Are
if
you a teenage girl? Do you not have a hope in the world? Are you 20 minutes from cutting your own wrists? There is hope.
Dark.
There's hope. You can flourish. You can bloom into a beautiful young woman, and you can do it with this. Maria Menounos.
Dang, that
Every
book
girl's
is heavy.
guide to life.
It is heavy.
I want to make sure that's in the shot.
Heavy.
So we know it's the AfterBuzz TV, Maria Menounos. Every girl's guide to life.
It's heavy with knowledge. Is
That
what
it is, sir. I
And
read
everyone's
a
picking up.
couple pages every day. I gotta say, it's.
And it's a great way to
Why
start.
don't
It is.
we read something out loud to inspire us? for tonight's
Just
episode?
randomly flip through.
Siobhan, what have you learned from the Every Girl's Guide to Life?
Well, personally, because I am trying to lose a couple of the LBs, I've been looking at her
Little
fitness section.
buildings?
Little buildings, yeah. I've been looking at her workouts section, and it's quite motivating.
Pumping the iron. And
Pumping the
whatnot.
iron.
All right, guys, this passage is called the Easy Pass.
Okay.
Many major airports have Easy Passes now.
Mike, did you read this before you left?
Yeah, I was doing push-ups in the airplane, actually.
Exactly.
There you go.
Easy Passes for frequent flyers allow you to bypass long lines and make airport travel easier. Check your airport's website for more info.
See? Easy passes at airports? I'd heard them at Disneyland and such, but never at
I knew
airports.
that Easy Pass exists in the Northeast. It's a great way to travel from Pennsylvania to New Jersey.
I had no idea, and now I know.
Wait, can I tell you guys something that I found out about the airport today?
How did you
Absolutely
find out?
goddamn not.
Oh, yes, I will. Doesn't matter what you say. Anyway, so apparently there's this new screening for people like my hair, like natural hair.
Mm-hmm.
We get an extra pat down now.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
racist.
Super racist.
So I'm like, so if I don't, so I get to be basically looked at naked with the little scanning machine.
Siobhan, I want to know, how much C4 could we fit in your hair?
Quite a lot. Let's put it to the test. Do you want to take
I
a flight
absolutely do.
to Mexico
I'm going to get
tomorrow?
some C4. I know
right.
some guys. And we're going to chia pet your hair with C4 paste.
Guys, we should send Mike through as a test run just to see how it goes. Siobhan, you're far too valuable.
You guys
Okay.
haven't seen me.
Thank
I
you.
have very, very spiky hair. You can fit a lot of
Oh,
C4
let's
in my
do
hair,
it.
too.
Exactly. You know, the great thing about spiky hair is C4 is a great hair gel.
So this is what we'll do. We'll all go to the airport. We'll have a little contest.
Yeah.
Who can sneak the most C4 past security guards?
I feel like the
with their
Amazing
hair?
Race. Let's do it.
And the winner gets to carry out the mission.
Oh,
Did you guys see the recent report that they're like some frequent flyers might get through easier through security or something like that? They were saying it was rumored to happen.
You know,
and
we were
people
just talking
worried
about that
they'd
with
be,
the
like,
Easy
targets
Pass.
of terrorists.
That,
is that what that is? Oh.
I can see that working.
I mean, let's be honest. Airplanes probably not going to be used again. I'm worried about bicycle bombs.
Bicycle bombs.
Think about it. Bicycles are everywhere. You never check those things. A bicycle could be made out of pure plastic explosive.
It could.
The
but
next
weird.
The
Yeah.
next critical mass could be a rolling death trap.
But the thing is, the second we
You're
start
losing
thinking
me in your logic,
that
sir.
airplanes won't be a problem, that's when they're going to come back and try to do it again.
This is getting sad.
It is. We're getting way off
And
topic.
then on Wilfred.
Way off
Everyone and
topic.
everything will kill you.
Right.
So let's get back to this show.
With compassion.
Yes.
Which is, I guess, we're both. There's no good way to transition out of that.
So Wilfred's mom is super hot.
I suppose so.
Mary Steenburgen.
Also,
Beautiful lady.
obligatory quote question.
Obligatory?
Whatever. Who is Anne Cafferty? I feel like I should know that. She was the one who had the quote at the beginning about compassion.
Oh.
And something or other.
Of course, a lady would have a quote about compassion.
I know, right?
Siobhan,
on,
this is
you
where you're
just-
supposed to protect your sex.
Yeah.
And she's
We
like,
are
oh, no,
compassionate."
whatever.
No, that was my angelic. Oh. Did you get it?
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Well, now
yeah.
that you've explained it, I thought you were imitating the mom and being totally crazy.
Partly so, sir. Partly so. I loved her craziness, by the way.
She does have a craziness that's not like super out there,
Right.
but just out there enough that you cringe at it.
Yeah.
And you're like,
She-
man,
She
that is
reminds
really...
me very much of an old roommate of mine. My very dear old roommate, Alex. She was a complete free spirit. And every Halloween, she would go as something that she could pull off wearing only a leotard. So one year, she went as a bearskin rug in a black leotard and a bear hat. And the next year, she went as Mother Nature in a torn green leotard with leaves stapled to it.
It was pretty baller, if I remember correctly. Just saying.
With the grin on his face. He was just like, yeah. Leotard.
Leotards are funny. You guys know I used to be a gymnast when I was a kid?
Really?
Yeah. I did gymnastics until I was 8. They told me I was going to get too tall to do it, so then I got fat instead.
Sir, you are husky at most. So let's talk about Wilfred some more.
Have some compassion.
Oh, something that immediately jumped off the bat to me about Ryan's mother is that she is not crazy. She is just a Californian.
Yeah.
Especially the line about how
A
she
Northern
would
Californian.
eat nothing but avocados. That seems to me like a
Yeah.
very California thing.
Yeah.
It sounds like my aunt.
Yeah, that's the thing. She sounds like everyone's crazy aunt.
Right.
Like
Smelling
everyone
of
can relate
patchouli,
to this.
Incense.
Yeah, crazy
Exactly.
person.
Rolling around in pools of paint and smearing around, showing her ass to the girl that lives next door.
She wasn't showing it to her. She's showing it to Ryan.
Her son.
Yeah. As in, like, oh, I'm mooning you because whatever. I have no respect for you.
Well, the problem when women moon is that you can always see their vaginas.
I mean,
Huh.
So I imagine she just aimed
I
her
guess
vagina
so.
at her own son.
maybe.
Not always.
Let's
Don't
not-
speak so fast.
What now?
He said
Not
no.
always. Don't speak
Not
so
always.
fast.
That's
Mike's like,
true.
listen, I've been mooned by a lot of women in
Just
my
one time in
day.
band camp. Don't speak so fast. No, no, no.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Did you want to share that story or no?
No, I'll stay away from that story.
Keep that
Okay.
one to yourself.
Mike has seen a lot of girls' asses.
Right. Sure.
Yeah.
But it's all been in the context of mooning.
Exactly. Never in a sexual way.
Exactly.
No, never. No.
No, he's actually a nun.
I really love Ryan's line when the doctor's talking about releasing the mother into the world. He goes, "What world? The world? What other world could there be?"
Right.
A pretty clutch cameo by John Michael Higgins
As the psychiatrist.
as a psychiatrist.
I really liked his character in this episode. Again, really cool, like out there characters, right? But not so like huge and over the top that it becomes totally.
Exactly. He had the perfect
lost.
delivery of, based on my professional opinion and your lack of health insurance,
Yeah.
I've decided to let you go.
Ooh, poignant
Yes.
commentary
It
on
happens.
healthcare in America.
Yeah.
Wilfred getting
I don't know
deep.
if it's a good or bad thing, but have you guys seen a show that's such early? They have so many great cameos. Like, I mean, I'm continuing to be
No,
amazed. by
this
the
show is
cameos
absolutely
they-
loaded with just like as
Eric
many.
Stoltz. Wow.
Yeah, the original Marty McFly.
Awesome.
I would argue John Benjamin has a van just because.
No,
I'm
John
a big
Benjamin.
fan.
John Benjamin has a van. Had a lot of like comedy nerd. cameos.
Exactly.
And a friend of mine, which was two friends of mine actually, which is pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they have a little more like star caliber in this.
Yeah.
Well, you have Elijah Wood.
You
on
forgot
there.
Peter Stormare.
Yes.
Awesome.
Trash
Awesome.
face. He's great. Yeah.
A character who was a little over the top, maybe kind of
So
deviating.
random.
No,
didn't understand
I mean
it.
everyone knows that homeless guy who will give you a hand job for $20.
I thought the homeless guy was another weird,
Like Figment.
Yeah.
figment of Ryan's imagination.
Yeah. He's got all poignant and you
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
And
Dark.
then they bring it back. Hey, let me jerk
Right.
your stuff around for $20. Which you think, as what I'm assuming he's been a prostitute for a while, you would find a more elegant way to put it.
Right.
Didn't jerk your stuff around.
For $20.
Maybe he just got tired of hiding behind
Yeah, I
words.
mean
Just lay
that
it out
gets
there.
straight to the point. It's
Yeah.
like, it's the network TV way of saying, "Hey, why don't you put your dick in my hands?"
Yeah.
It's just like super simple.
Right.
Well, wait. Did Wilfred actually say what I think he said in the second show? Suck my blank.
Oh yeah,
yes.
he said,
Yes.
"Suck my dick"
dick.
to a
A
9-year-old.
child, which is
The
fantastic.
Delivery was great.
So
great.
Wilfred.
I was speechless after that. That was just, I don't know how they got that on. That's amazing.
Well, I mean, it's FX. They can say whatever they want
Right.
as long as the advertisers don't rebel against them.
He demonized the hell out of that kid. I mean, even like the music that they played to introduce the
Yeah,
kid.
like the Asian showdown music.
That poor little guy.
Getting ready. That little kid is kind of a.
The kid was a dick.
He
We
was
all
a
did
dick.
that stuff. Come on, I played the ball thing.
You know,
I
maybe-
did
Yeah,
that
but you do it
before.
once and then you throw the ball after because you're like, oh, you're a good sport. And then
Maybe
you
he
throw it.
deserved to get curb stomped in juvie.
That was the line I couldn't believe they got out. I was like, listen, what's more offensive? Curb stomp or, hey, 9-year-old child, suck my dick? I think curb stomp.
Speaking of weird shit they've done with kids, I really like the fact that they reference Elijah Wood making love to a giraffe. in
Yeah,
front
that
of
was a
the woman's
great
son.
callback. He's crazy. Together we can do anything. No, you get me to do it. What was it? Wait, what was the setup for it? Because it was in that conversation where it's like, oh, you don't control me, I'm my own man, whatever. But what was the exact
something
setup
about
for it?
like if he was becoming his mother. Is that what? That is.
Yeah, because it was, I'm not crazy,
Yeah.
said the man to the dog.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love that quote.
that's a pretty
Beyond
great line.
clever.
Back to the first episode, the last shot where she's talking to her cat Mittens was the perfect cap on this.
Oh.
The perfect
Hey.
cap.
Shut your goddamn mouth, Craig.
Perfect.
Could that be a precursor for something, stuff to come later on, maybe?
That's what I was hoping
Other,
because I was
other
dying
animals?
for another
Absolutely.
person
I
like
hope
that.
I hope his sister has an animal too. Like she has a gerbil, and like that's the way it
That
cuts
would be
back, and it's
great.
just like a midget in a cage running on a little wheel.
Oh, that'd be so fucked up. Ooh, sorry. That'd be so messed
That's
up.
really
up.
fucked up.
He
Yeah.
freaked up.
That'd be, yeah.
No, we already broke the barrier.
We did.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yes,
I've
now we can-
ruined it
There's
for
nothing
Really
that's fucked
say
up at
it.
this point.
Oh my god.
We were hoping, though, Siobhan, too,
Yeah.
you were saying that you were hoping it'd be a female dog,
Yeah.
like a love interest. So now that they've done it once, And it
gonna
was
do it
just the
again.
cap at the end. I don't know if they can do it again though.
I
think they'll bring it
I think
back?
they can in season 2.
I hope so, because that's funny. It's a really funny device.
But did you notice that Wilfred doesn't see the cat as Rhea Perlman? He sees the cat as a cat. So they're all in their small little world.
Well,
so
did he though?
whoa.
Oh,
Good
whoa!
question. We're getting deep here. Oh
That's
my
right.
God.
Maybe the cat was like, "Oh, Wilfred, whatever. That's a people name, idiot." And so he's like, "Yeah, get out of here, Mittens. Keep walking, Mittens."
Yeah,
Exactly.
you dick.
Maybe the mom is crazy and Elijah Wood's becoming crazy too and seeing Wilfred as a human.
I always thought
That's-
that's my theory. I think he's
Exactly.
crazy now.
That's the setup.
Yep.
And Ryan really does go all out with sort of the craziness for the episode. Like, we're really getting far along that line where, like, what Wilfred can and can't do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Steal computers.
Yeah, sure, Wilfred can
Break windows.
break into a couple of cars.
Yeah.
and
Rap
whatnot.
So
hands.
the second episode, there is one of the sickest, dirtiest, most fucked up jokes that I've ever heard on TV. It was also one of the subtlest I think I've ever heard, which was
Yes.
Greg. You have the line written down, right?
I think that I just wrote down the name. Ryan was giving his neighbor a bottle of wine, and
Oh.
the neighbor said, "Oh, this is good." Ryan says, "Yeah, Fatty Arbuckle's favorite."
So
to which the
Someone
neighbor replies,
explain
goes,
that to me, please.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you.
we
Another
will,
one.
we
I
will.
thought I was the
So
only
glad.
one who didn't know. It went right over my head.
Fatty
I knew
Arbuckle.
something was going on. It was like that awkward elephant in the room, but I didn't know what the elephant was.
Right.
So,
"Wait till you hear the tale of Fatty Arbuckle."
So what I think it was Fatty Arbuckle. He's a big silent film star. But then he, as they did then and do now, there was like this big Hollywood party, and he was with a starlet who wound up like brutally sodomized and murdered.
And part of the details of said sodomy, keep in mind, this man was a national treasure at the time.
Right.
Fatty
This is like
Arbuckle.
the John Candy of their time.
Exactly. Maybe even bigger. Steve Carell or something. It's like if you woke up in the morning and heard that Steve Carell had, and this is what allegedly happened, taken a wine bottle,
Buttle.
appropriate enough, bottle, and placed it in various orifices in this young
Orified,
woman.
yeah.
And this story broke in the 1920s.
Yeah, he fucked
where
a
you
woman to
couldn't
death with
say,
a wine bottle.
You couldn't say pregnant on the radio
Yeah,
or
you
TV
couldn't
or
say
whatever
you
they
couldn't
had.
say chicken breast.
You couldn't say anything. And this man broke national headlines saying that he had sodomized a young woman with a wine bottle. I'm sorry, not a wine, a champagne bottle.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
worse.
because they're bigger.
Yeah.
well, that's classy. That's
Oh,
fine.
geez.
That's okay.
And the thing is
saw a
that
video like that
supposedly
once.
it never happened. Like
Yeah.
this was all some big crazy yellow journalism media, the equivalent
Yeah,
of a
they-
tabloid
They
story.
smeared the shit out of him.
Oh,
Yeah,
damn.
but the point, the idea
It's really
being,
funny now.
yeah, oh yeah, Fatty Arbuckle's favorite.
And then Eric Stoltz pausing for a second.
Fatty Arbuckle, nice.
Yeah, him and his creepy, possibly swinger wife.
Yeah, that's where you were going, and I thought that's where it was going
And
too.
then his tongue falls out. I didn't quite get that sequence.
because he's having trouble speaking. Your tongue, you need it to speak.
Yeah, but
and
was that whole sequence a hallucination?
Yeah, it was. It
Or-
was a dream.
okay.
it was him imagining what the block party or the planning party,
Yeah.
I guess,
Yeah.
would be.
Well, I don't know if you knew
not
this, but
going.
like when you have dreams about things falling out of your mouth, like especially like teeth, it's a sign of stress.
Really?
Yeah. So that's where
I
my
used to
mind
have
went.
those all the time.
Huh, that's
yeah.
weird. All my stress dreams involve me being yelled at by various bosses.
Oh, me too.
Be better.
Mine is that I don't get them anymore, but when I used to work at weird repetitive jobs like restaurant jobs, I worked at a Blockbuster. It's for me, I'm at the register or wherever you may be, and there's a customer who's like, hey, I want this thing. Give me that thing. And you stand there like, I can't.
Sounds kind of sexual.
I can't
Give me
get
that
it.
thing.
Mine's always
I want this
It's
thing. Give me
repetitive.
that thing.
mine's always like I'm late to something. Like I'm late to a meeting. Like I'm an assistant now.
You're
Like
late?
my biggest fear is that I will forget a meeting or not have my bosses go to a meeting, and then it's always like I'm late. I can't
You're
go.
late for a very important date.
Right.
Exactly. That or my
Wait,
periods
wait,
and I'm pregnant.
I apologize. I interrupted. What was the end of the dream? That give me that thing.
No, that's the end. Is I'm paralyzed. They're like, yo, why can't you get me that thing? I don't know. I just can't. And then it progresses to get me that thing.
I've been having nothing but sex dreams for like the last week.
Good for you.
Bravo, sir.
Does it mean you're not getting?
I don't know because I'm getting plenty.
All right.
But
Oh well, there it goes. Mr. I'm Jack Was. I'm getting plenty.
of course, I live with my girlfriend
Well,
and you.
yeah, that's right.
So who gets to listen to all that?
It's the perfect ending.
We're talking about Greg's pussy,
Right. I suppose.
his man pussy, which is his butthole.
I have a question about
Graphic. Really graphic this week.
Yeah. I have a question about Ryan's homemade bong. If he's smoking as much weed as they show, why wouldn't he just like man up and buy a real one?
He is poor as heck.
Okay.
And he is spending that
What, he
money
can't-
on weed.
I mean,
he can
can't buy a
afford a
$5
house
pipe.
in Venice.
But he like inherited that house or something.
Did he?
yeah, it was
or-
family.
Or if
kind
it
of.
was residual from when he was a lawyer and successful and all paid off and whatnot.
Right.
But yeah, man, did you see? He had a mason jar. Even by California standards, that's crazy.
What? I know plenty of people with mason jars.
I mean, that is not like recreational use. That is like, man, Ryan has really been going through a dark period.
Yeah, I guess.
So, and that's also a very substantial cost. So you can't afford a new piece, is my theory.
By the way, can we talk about Shark Night 3D real quick?
Just stay out of the
whatever
water
you want,
after the
sir.
first attack. Just stay out of the water. Movie's done.
Exactly. Oh no, there's a shark in the lake.
Let's jump
Whatever shall we do? We can't possibly escape to our nice home with a nice big plasma TV and just watch Glee for the rest of the week.
And we never put on clothes.
Well, man, I'm sure there's something in the water. There's a stranded plane or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't care.
they dumped a bunch of ecstasy in the water.
Yeah.
And the crazy teens can't stay out because they just have to keep fucking. But whenever a shark comes by, it just keeps eating them.
We broke
They keep
the fuck
fucking
barrier.
and
It's
eating.
gonna be done.
DJ Jesse Janity is just like, no, no.
Well, as we all know, most of the major swear words are available for use at the AfterBuzz TV network.
Can I talk about how we found something else?
Please.
New about Kristen. Hey, is she still into black guys? Says the mother.
No, she's been married for 6 years now.
She totally looks like a woman who would be into black guys.
Oh yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, not like.
I
is
mean,
that a
they're
thing,
the
but
ones-
you can look and be like, oh yeah.
I mean, they're
that's
the ones who are like
totally-
overtly like, they dress real hip hop and stuff, but then there are the other ones who are very,
They're very
like,
prim and proper,
yeah.
but they love
Yeah.
black dick.
yeah.
Dude, that is.
Like I actually know a fair amount of girls like that.
All right.
They're like cats in heat around black guys.
Are you sure it's about the black man or just about they're probably an athlete or a musician or a rapper?
Well,
and they
I
have
know
money?
a couple. One of them I know. She almost only dates black guys,
Good for her.
but it's because they're athletes or rappers.
Yes, exactly. That was my point. But we're gonna get into a whole other conversation with that.
I think we've covered most of compassion. Yes.
Yeah.
No? Let's make sure
But
we hit all
we
the.
have to say something about Catherine's slave name.
that.
We cannot
That was a
pass that up.
classic fucking line.
That was really funny.
That
It's
was
just
great.
with like how like straight she said, just like that was my slave name.
Deadpan.
It was perfect.
Again, out there, totally crazy, but just contained enough that you're like, man, that is a believable crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I love this. I love this woman who tells Ryan to shove his baked goods up his anus.
With the she's go get me a diet soda, and with the baby still attached to her.
Baby's
baby
not gonna
Bjorn.
remember shit.
That's true.
You can say whatever. Like if I, God forbid, ever have a child, I'm gonna until like memory starts to form. I'm just gonna be the worst human being I can.
But that's the thing
baby
is that
absorbs it.
it's forming as
Yeah.
you're saying it.
Oh.
That's
The
going to
the
be
baby's
the
first word is
basis.
gonna be F word.
That's going to be the basis of your child's neural network. Is just horrible graphic things.
The new
Good
chapter
God,
of
if
what
you
to
say
expect
half
when
the stuff you
expecting.
say on this show, your baby will come out super weird.
I'm just gonna play AfterBuzz TV podcasts for my child. It's like gonna be like Baby Einstein, except he's gonna learn about
Archer.
vaginas and race hate.
Oh God.
Also too, sorry.
No, please.
It was, again, another quote from Catherine. It was a little racist, but it was fun. which is kind of to me what this whole show is.
I like that.
This whole show is a little racist, but it's fine.
I thought she said it's a little racist, but it's fine.
Oh.
Which
I just said
also
that.
works for me.
Which also, yeah, they both apply to Wilfred.
Right.
Yeah, very all encapsulating.
Yeah. I love how much
Hey,
Peter
guys,
Stormare is peed on.
Whoop.
What?
What's up, Mike?
What, Mike?
Yeah, I cut off for a couple minutes. I think
Oh.
John Michael Higgins hung up on me.
Jerks. Do you have any other thoughts on compassion before we move on?
Did we touch base on the peanut butter tacos, which look delicious, by the way?
Yeah. I mean, he's such a stoner now. Why wouldn't he want peanut butter and fish stick tacos?
That is such a valid point.
Right.
Like, all he does is smoke weed, and that's like ultimate stoner food.
I don't think fish.
Oh, yeah.
Fish sticks? I don't like fish sticks, but I can see that being a stoner food.
Do you like fish sticks in your mouth? Do you, Jack?
No,
I'm a fish.
I am a hip hop legend. I do not like fish sticks.
You gotta say it fish.
Really
Jack,
good
if you
episode.
actually say it, it takes away the charm of the joke. You have to say fish sticks.
Fish sticks.
There you go. Isolation
Yes.
is what I'm gonna do to myself as soon as we get home tonight.
Oh,
I'm gonna block myself off from Jack Wallace and his crazy stories and Fatty Arbuckle.
Greg has like 2 locks on his door just to keep me out. I brought you a gift this week, Greg.
You did.
I
You brought
you
me
a
the best
great
gift ever. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know, I'm a huge nerd. And
Really, that yellow checkered shirt did not give that away at all.
oh, whatever. Whatever, riot guy. Whatever you happening, dude. But I'm a huge fan of the Adult Swim program Super Jail. And this guy, this man, got me not only a Super Jail shirt, which I wasn't sure existed.
Right.
He got me a genuine crew Super Jail shirt. So now, whenever everyone's like, yo, you got to dress for the job you want, you'd be like, it's all right. I got a Super Jail shirt back home.
Speaking of awesome Greg Goodness news, a year ago, we had a TV stand that we were trying to sell on Craigslist. And Greg went out of his way and made a fantastic little internet advertisement for it.
Also co-written by you, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Jack Wallace.
So we put this on the internet a year ago. Didn't think anything of it. Then Tuesday morning, I'm in my office. I get a text from Greg saying, look at the Funny or Die front page right now. It's like, fuck, well, what is it? So we go, and Greg's awesome Craigslist ad is on the front of the Funny or Die homepage.
Wow.
Badass Craigslist ad made the front page of Funny or Die, people.
That's cool.
10,000 hits as of tonight.
Send me a
80%
link. I
funny.
wanna see it.
Everyone should check it out. It's you just got to scroll down on the front page now because it's
Okay.
old news and whatnot.
Right.
But scroll down, check it out. It would mean a lot to myself and hopefully to Mr. Jack Wallace.
It's by Generic Maverick, so you guys check it out. Siobhan, you have any news?
That's
great. So back to compassion.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, come on now.
No, I have nothing.
You said you were in a student film, a furry student
Oh,
film. Or was that a
okay.
long time ago?
That was like a month or so ago.
All right.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. But we can get into that once we get to our
The special segment.
Yeah, special segment.
So we're on to this. So isolation. So he's sad. He's lonely. He might be breaking into
smoking
people's
a
cars,
lot
smoking
of
a lot of
weed.
weed. We've already covered most of this episode.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, let's get to the ending when Elijah Wood and Wilfred just start pissing all over Peter Stormare's grave.
Because that's the honorable thing to do, as anyone who's lost a loved one will tell you. Just be on their grave a little bit. How great a
Exactly.
name is Trash Face?
I like it.
I love that we never get any other name for him.
We don't need another one.
Other than male prostitute.
9,
Oop, oop.
7,
Hello.
2.
Yes, 2. Okay.
Available.
Listening. Thank you.
Oh, we lost.
Please record your message.
I thought it was weird.
Let's leave a
You
message.
may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Yeah, this is Miami-Dade Police Department. We are outside your home right now, and we need you to turn down the music. Please give us a call back at 514-862-9054.
Wasn't very good, Jack.
That was like a gay southerner.
That is
Now,
terrible.
the largest new media platform on the web and your number one source for after-show entertainment.
Is it still part of the call? Oh, we should have hung up like long ago. This should have never gotten off the ground.
Oh, yeah.
Mike, we miss you. Call back.
Yeah.
I thought he hadn't said anything for a while. That was weird.
Yeah. All right.
Favorite line. I hope that he found a fresh vein in one of his angel wings, referring to Trash Face.
Do angel wings have veins?
I would think
If
so.
you're
They
addicted to
bleed.
smack,
Yeah.
and in heaven they sure do, you're just nothing but veins, ready for heroin.
I think if you get to heaven, you're a smack addict. I imagine there's just like heroin biscuits.
That you can consume.
Or like-
why are they in biscuit?
Or like,
Yeah,
or like
that's
heroin
odd.
tab.
Tab, like the soda.
Yeah, like drinkable heroin
Okay.
tab.
Or
'Cause, I mean,
maybe better yet, you just feel like you're on heroin
Yeah,
all the time.
It's your personal heaven.
that would get boring after a while. So maybe he's really in hell,
Maybe.
like all Swedes.
Wait, what? Yeah, you're just being silly now, sir.
The views expressed herein are those of the host
Oh.
Thank you.
reflect the views of
Good
AfterBuzz
catch.
TV or its owners or principals.
How many times can we get that said tonight?
I mean, we should have had it said a lot
Yeah.
more. DJ Jesse Danity, you've been asleep at the wheel, sir. We covered a whole lot of ground that shouldn't have made it to air.
Boner farts.
Also, very sort of zen moment from. He was in 40-Year-Old Virgin, correct?
Yeah, Jerry Bednam.
Yeah, very zen moment from him. Tonight I will not sleep well, but
You
tomorrow,
have reached the
during the
maximum time
day.
permitted for recording your message.
No. Give
Really?
a quote
Press 1
on the
to listen
voicemail.
to your
Give the
message.
voice.
Press 2 to erase and
No, because
re-record.
we've reached the end. We were on his message the whole time,
Oh,
which is
that's awkward.
disturbing and weird in its own right.
Jesse, you asshole.
Let me finish the quote.
Yes, please do. I like
I
it.
did not sleep well. I will not sleep well tonight. But tomorrow, during the day, I will take a long nap. Super zen.
It's so zen.
I want that like encapsulated.
But coming
That's what
from
I
like a white man, probably
You should
wouldn't
get
have
it
seen this.
tattooed on your chest.
Tonight I will not sleep well,
Yes.
but tomorrow during the day I'll take a long nap.
Yes.
I mean, I want weirder things tattooed
Yeah.
on my body. So
Greg,
I guess.
Greg totally pussed out when my girlfriend and I offered to pay for half of it, but
Plata
his
pussed out. Mike, you back?
Mike.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, we
All
missed
right.
you, buddy.
Did you get our voicemail?
No, I didn't even check it yet.
Oh.
Don't delete
Yeah.
it immediately.
The Miami-Dade Police
God.
Department might have called.
Why am I scared?
Because you know us
all I
too
have
well.
to say right now is AT&T absolutely blows.
No,
we
absolutely.
already knew that one.
AT&T is a miserable fucking scumbag of a company. Every service they offer is absolute, complete horse semen.
Disclaimer.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
They're the worst fucking cocksuckers.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
AT&T
expressed
was
herein-
dialing and going, AfterBuzz TV. Now there's a good company we can give $5 million to. Say, what's this now? Who's saying terrible, terrible things about our service?
Look, if they
Wilfred, brought to you by AT&T.
AT&T, the miserable cocksucker.
The
No.
views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
You
fuck
should
those
just have
guys.
that play under the
views
entire
expressed herein are-
episode. I'm done.
That's our jam,
I'm done.
man. That's our soundtrack.
We got to go to
T-shirt with that
commercial.
slogan on it.
What was that?
Can I get a T-shirt with that disclaimer on it?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Here.
Come on.
That should be the official AfterBuzz
You
T-shirt.
should
should
also
be.
get it tattooed to your chest.
Yeah. I can
Love
be
it.
a whole lot of weird text around on my body.
I'm gonna get a tattoo on my middle finger. I'm not gonna put it up.
So that whenever he flips them off,
Exactly.
they'll be like, hey, what? Oh, well, it's not AfterBuzz that's flipping me off.
So whenever you're in the AT&T store complaining about their shitty cell phone service and internet service, they can read
The views
that
expressed
disclaimer.
herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Let's go to commercial.
Let's do that.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
Happen.
I was about to say, this actually leads in perfectly to our special segment because there's no way this is going to stay on the air, or we can ever stay on the air after this. They're going to take this down. We can't have this show. It's not acceptable. So why don't we just push it a little bit further with the special segment? Wilfred is a man dressed up in a dog suit. In the reality of it, he's a man dressed up in a dog suit. And, whoop, what are we going with today? What's this one now?
I'm excited.
I don't understand. Are we getting firebombed?
Oh, we've been shut down. Thank you guys.
I get it.
It's been nice.
Is it coming back on?
Well,
it sounds like it's coming back up now. Yes? Yeah.
We should all rock back and forth like we're in Star Wars.
Let's say.
Like it's just,
we've said too many swears.
As sad as I am that we're shutting down, now we can talk about all the corporations that all of us here at AfterBuzz TV hate. Number one, Dave and Buster's.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
I think we've said it enough.
Good people at the Pampers.
We've had the most professional show tonight. It's amazing.
Yeah, we really let ourselves down. I'm disappointed in us. If I was my mother, I'd be, Greg, I'm terribly disappointed. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, that's always worse.
Yeah. And
I think my contribution tonight was just laughing a lot and getting hung up on by AT&T.
There we go. Hey, man, you're talking. You gave us the fish taco roll-up peanut butter whatever line. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
We almost skipped right over that. Very weird food.
Does it help that I'm wearing a squirrel costume and I'm a squirrel furry right now? Does that help?
Yes, it does, because it transitions us into the special segment. Apparently, New York Magazine decided that the link between Wilfred being a man in a dog suit is enough to say, you know what? Furries. Let's have a conversation about Wilfred in the context of furries.
Now, for those of you at home who don't know what a furry is, I'm sure you do because you're listening to this on the internet. So a furry is a person who will put on an animal suit, like a big plush animal suit.
Full size,
and have sex with another person in a full-size animal suit. But it's not called sex, it's called yiffing.
I thought it was, oh, wait, yeah. No, that's a different internet lingo. But yeah, according to this article, though, sir, that is a common misconception.
That guy's a fucking liar, just like people at AT&T.
Not everyone who puts on a suit
is sexual about it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
In a sexual way.
Yeah.
So apparently you can just like putting on a suit.
Yeah, some of them, just go out and get some coffee in a furry suit.
Yeah.
And some of them fuck you right in the ass, like those fuckers.
Hey! For the love of God, dude. Man. So vulgar. So, what is wrong with you tonight?
I'm crying right over here.
Tears of joy or tears of just...
Oh, I haven't laughed this hard and I don't know.
Well, I'm glad, sir. I'm glad you're enjoying it. This is going to be our last show if we keep this up. Good God. Man.
We're gonna be on like VH1 show. Like, did they really just do that? Like those annual shows they have. Like,
yeah, because VH1 always looking out for AfterBuzz TV,
for great
best of epic
TV
fails.
Show. Yeah.
So the article that we were talking about.
They sat down with a person who doesn't give their real name, but apparently their handle is, let's say, did anyone else catch it in here?
I didn't read the article.
No, I don't think they gave a name.
Oh, Kilkodo, K-I-L-K-O-D-O, a practicing furry whose avatar is a lemur.
Wait. It's an avatar? He doesn't dress up?
Yeah, you actually have to...
no, that's like avatar is like whatever animal.
To become a furry, you actually have to train for a number of years and be shipped to a planet that's 3 years travel away.
Tall blue alien?
Sounds like Scientology.
Exactly. Yeah, the whole concept of furries is based around unobtainium.
Okay. Oh, that's the name of what it is. I thought it was just being like, oh, it's unobtainable. You can't actually be a furry. It
was stupid enough to be called unobtainium.
Fantastic. Well done. Well done, sir.
And I say that as a man who worships James Cameron.
Anyways, point being, is Wilfred a furry? Because he dresses up in this suit and he's, according to Kilkoto, who's a real whiz at these things. He is not. Because, A, he exposes his face.
Right.
Instead, he says...
Is that taboo in the furry community?
It is. Because apparently it's a reverse thing. It's a dog who wants to look like a human.
Ooh.
Or that he wants to be a human. Whereas, now, if Ryan all of a sudden dug out animal costume and put it on, then he's a furry. Wilfred is a whole nother sort of weird thing.
But see, in the episode of Entourage where Turtle meets a furry on Craigslist,
Oh, I remember that.
he
First
shows
season, I
his
think.
face because
He was hot.
The furry, she was hot. Yeah.
oh, she was super hot. But then
Yeah.
Turtle's not into it, so Drama does it.
Oh, drama.
But by pulling a switcheroo, however, you can clearly tell that it's Drama's ugly, horrible pig face.
Wait.
But
what?
he was actually
I've
having
never
sex with her.
seen-
He was actually
Yeah,
having
he
sex
has
with
sex
her.
with the girl who thought she was having sex with Turtle.
Oh,
Because
okay.
Entourage encourages date rape.
All right. Yeah, that's the whole Revenge of the Nerds argument.
Oh, yeah.
Which, still a creepy movie to this day.
Absolutely.
It's really fun and
That
sweet
was-
until
that
it
was
gets to
great.
that one
Yeah.
part, and there's like,
On the bounce
it's not so
machine.
cool.
Yeah.
So Wilfred's not a furry. Also, according to this guy, who actually makes furry suits for a living, cartoonist, but then also does this on the side, Wilfred's costume, not that good. Pretty shoddy quality, I believe is the exact
I
quote.
agree.
But he had it really nice in this
Who
past
does this
episode. He
furry
went to
think
the...
he is?
Oh, yeah, he got groomed.
Yeah.
He did. Not that Ryan noticed.
Yeah.
Not that he noticed. But I think he looked pretty spiffy. Like, I'm not a furry, but if I saw Wilfred walking around in his little dog costume at a party and I was a furry, I'd be like, yeah, all right. You go, guy. You do your thing.
So you'd have sex with Jason Gans if he was in a dog suit.
Okay. I
Drunk.
would engage him in a conversation because I'm not that kind of furry. Because there's distinctions.
They were on the first date, honey.
There's distinctions according to
Yeah.
Kilkoto.
You don't yiff on the first date.
Kill Kodo.
A lemur.
Well, was it a
would
he?
why would
I thought it
he
was a
lemur?
she the whole time.
Yeah, actually, I think we're horribly misquoting because this is a she
Oh, yeah.
that actually does all this.
It
Why?
probably doesn't even matter.
You're a woman.
Yeah.
Explain that. You're supposed to be smarter.
I don't know. Well, I don't know
It,
why.
it works so much better as a guy because I can't picture a guy sitting there making furry suits, and that's just even funnier now.
Right. Well, when I was doing that student film that I was telling you about, called Furry,
Student film.
Yeah,
Student
was
film.
Was it more of a porn than a student film?
you know what? I'll send you the link and you can figure that out for yourself.
Redtube.com/furries. Everyone on the internet, go look that up.
But the director showed me where she got all the furry costumes from, and there are several websites, legitimate ones, like a lot of them are mascots. So, but what I want to know is when they actually engage in yiffing, is it actual, can I say penetration? Or is it just a rubbing?
You can
We
say whatever
talked
you want
about
on this
Fatty
show.
Arbuckle tonight.
right,
You
okay.
can definitely
That's
say
true.
penetration.
That's true. Do they cut holes or like are they just
Yeah.
rubbing? Like
Are there flaps
petting?
like on footy pajamas?
I don't know.
You just take down the butt flap.
Wilfred doesn't have anything, but he still manages to, get with Bear every now and again.
he has to have a penis. We just haven't seen it
Right.
yet.
Right. The
I
lipstick
love,
has
how
yet
you
to come
say
out.
yet. We haven't seen it yet.
Exactly.
I don't think we ever
know
will
it's
see
coming.
it.
it's probably going to be on like the bonus footage on the DVD, season DVD.
We can only hope.
Boy, can I.
Kilkoto can only hope that we'll get to see. I don't mean to rip on Kilkoto. Kilkoto was nice enough to give this interview to New York Magazine, and man, God bless her for doing so. I say well done.
Or him.
Or
him.
Or
It.
whichever we misquoted as.
Or God
Whatever it
bless
is.
him.
Well,
All
was
right.
this person talking as Kilkoto, the lemur, or as
They,
human
you're right.
being?
Maybe a totally asexual animal. I don't know.
exactly?
That could be a thing, right?
Yeah. Why not? All right. Predictions. Come on, spooky music.
Yeah, let's do that. Abrupt transition.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
This article has me thinking. I think Wilfred's gonna run into some furries. or Ryan's gonna run into some furries. They're not gonna do that. Then I'm gonna steal that for
Right.
my idea.
Yeah, I really
and
like
write
that. Like
episode.
Ryan runs to a furry and assumes that it's just another Wilfred
Yeah, he
situation.
thinks he's going
Oh.
crazy, right?
That's a good idea.
Every animal now, but no, man, just
We give them a
furries.
lot of good ideas,
Furry
don't we?
conventions.
We do.
They should listen to our show.
Got to get some some cash
Yeah.
flow coming in.
Let's just do a what do you call it? A spec script and just send it into them.
Yeah,
That's what I was planning.
Because every TV show and producer loves an unsolicited script.
Yeah.
The car washer is giving it to him.
Mike, what are your thoughts, man? What do you think is coming up for the coming weeks?
I want to see a bizarre world where everyone's a furry but Jason Gann.
Oh, yes.
Wilfred is the only normal. That actually would be like a
And
reverse
he's
perspective
only human
episode.
being, and he's freaking out the entire episode. Ryan's in a costume. Jenna's in a costume. Every single person, and I want to see him just freak out the entire episode, and then maybe wake up at the end, something like that.
Reverse perspective, man. I could see that.
Oh, I like that. I would like to see. I'm gonna save my comments till the end. Greg, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh boy. You know what? No, because you know what? I can hold on, guys. Laying down my predictions on the prediction of Jack Waz. Gonna have something to do with a certain company that has an ampersand and 3 letters, right?
That's right.
Okay. Well,
Johnson
Siobhan,
and Johnson, those fuckers.
I foresee a claymation episode a la Communities,
Ooh.
Abed's
Abed's Uncontrollable Christmas.
Uncontrollable Christmas.
All right. All right.
I don't know.
And finally, please, leave them alone.
Turn off his mic, Jesse.
I'm sorry I picked on the poor people at AT&T tonight.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
I think that might do it for us. I
Tell
think
my
we
mom I
just
love
got-
her.
Yeah, this was our last show. We've been kicked off the
It
air.
was fun, guys. It was fun.
It was. If you have to get kicked off the air,
Turn on my mic.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later? Question mark?
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.